I'm gonna mute my mic. Okay, we're live. All right, Mike, go ahead, take it away. Open it up. I gotta do something real quick.
Okay, we're live.
Yeah.
Okay, so give me a second, guys. I want to refresh this and make sure that's working.
Yeah, I can see the comments
Okay.
on the
Yeah,
Hangout page. Anyway. I'm going to pause the Hangout on that Hangout page so it's not playing twice.
yeah, and then you can just hit the button. Like when the more comments start coming up, you can hit the button and it'll populate all of them. Sweet. All right. Hey, welcome, guys. I know it's if you're in the UK, it's actually might be a good time for you since it's the evening time. If you're in the US, you know, if you're on the west side, you're early morning. If you're on the east side, you know, you're about afternoon. So it's kind of a weird time to have a hangout, but nonetheless, here we are. Sweet. So I'm gonna just wait a couple more minutes just to make sure we get everybody on here, get as many people on here as possible before we kind of start. Do me a favor, and if you're here, drop a comment. I know all of you guys are commenting. Let me know where you guys are from, maybe what time it is. I know Steve and Mark here from the UK.
Indeed.
And obviously you guys know Mark and Steve.
Yeah. Hi, guys. My name is Mark Crosby. Long-time member of Automated Wealth Network since the very first day version 1.0 launched. Very happy with you know, the results I've had from what I've learned in Automated Wealth Network, and learned a lot of stuff and actually put that towards building our own funnel through another system. But you know, a lot of the stuff we learned from within Automated Wealth Network, we put inside the sales funnel itself and the sales video. A lot of information was from the kind of stuff we learned in AWN in there. So it's been cool, and I look forward to the Hangout.
Sweet.
Totally. What he said, or what he said.
Yeah.
I think it's totally right. I think one of the things I really wanted to say for anyone who's watching this is, yeah, I'm trying to figure out, is it left or right? So, I don't know. I'm kind of looking at myself in the thumbnail. I think it's that way, but maybe it's that way. Anyway, just obviously for me, just the thing I wanted to say before we kind of launch into this was pretty much what Mark said, but you know, obviously AWN is an awesome platform for, you know, when Mark and I joined AWN in its first sort of, you know, in its first sort of version, it was a completely different beast to what it is now, and now obviously it's very much a training platform, which as I don't know if you're watching this, if you've seen what Mark and I have been doing with the training that we've learned from AWN, but obviously taking all that kind of good stuff and applying it and putting it obviously into practice, building funnels and, you know, all the branding stuff and all the stuff, you know, the good stuff that Tim and Mike have sort of taught us in there, and just going out and applying it. So really just to kind of push the point home, yes, there's an awesome affiliate program there that you can earn from promoting AWN, but the kind of meat and potatoes inside of AWN is about how to, you know, actually build your own internet business. And for me, and I think Mark as well probably agree with me, you know, you take that information and go and apply it, you know, it's not just about having an offer to promote, it's about having something that is going to stand you in good stead for whatever you want to go out and promote. So yeah, that's kind of my little intro.
So really, I just wanted to jump in as well. I know I mentioned the system, but we also built a training website as well, didn't we, Steve? And I know a lot of the information, well, you know, we certainly learned a lot that we put towards building our training site through WordPress and stuff like that. And to be fair, a lot of that information came from version 1 of the system. Certainly, I've learned a lot more since then, but I remember referring back to the AWN training a lot while we were building that training site.
Yeah, totally. I mean, it's like there's just so much awesome content in there, and just about not just using this as a platform where you go, okay, I can make a bunch of money by selling people this platform, but actually taking the stuff that Tim and Mike are teaching and actually applying it. And if you actually do go out and apply it, then there's so many more opportunities and so forth that you can actually get out of it, rather than just it's not just a simple affiliate program to go out and I'll join this and then start promoting it. But join it, promote it, absolutely. And obviously Tim and Mike are going to talk about how you can double, pretty much hands off, double how the income you're making from actually promoting the AWN platform without really doing anything different. But at the same time, all that awesome content in there is you can take that and apply it and just go and crush it in whatever you're doing, regardless.
Yeah, I think the key there, what you said, was as long as you apply it. Yeah, because you can go through content all day long, but if you're not going to take action on it, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
So what Mark and Steve did really well, which I'm like really happy to see them grow and see their success. Like, it's just awesome. They just take something, they run with it, and they take action, and that's something that we can try to motivate you guys, and that's the one thing we can't teach. We can't teach you to be your own boss and actually keep yourself in check and put yourself in a position where you're gonna hold yourself accountable and go out there and take action on things. That's something that I think that you need to work on, and that's a whole nother story in itself, talking about self-development and self-growth and all that stuff. But awesome. I'm glad to see the success that you guys had, and I know for those of you that are watching, have you seen the new testimonial videos? Because we have a brand new sales video that's going to be coming out, and we're going to be talking about that and talking about the changes. But the new video is going to be it's going to definitely convert a lot higher. We'll kind of get into the numbers here, but have you guys had a chance to see those yet? I know Steve is in it, so I know some of you guys might have seen. Let me check the comments here. Yes, they're awesome, cool. No, not yet. So some of you guys haven't seen it. Yeah. So once we release all these changes, which is going to be very soon, we're not going to give an exact date, but it's going to be very soon. We were hoping we were hoping by Friday, but it's not an exact date set in stone yet. But as soon as everything's ready, we're going to make a transition. We're going to flip the switch, basically, and you guys are going to know what you need to do, because there's going to be some action that's going to be needed from your guys' part. So we're going to get into that. Let me see here. It's about Tim. Do you have anything else you want to add before we kind of jump into it? We want to kind of give you guys a little bit of training as well, and then we're gonna jump into some of the stuff that is going to be changing, and give you guys kind of the 411.
Off the top of my head, no. I was just kind of focused on what we're going to be talking about when it comes to increasing your incomes, and then we'll talk about the changes coming to AWN here probably towards the end of this hangout, because they're going to be like, this is what's coming, this is what you got to do, and like Mike said, we don't have a release date yet, because every single time we tell you guys that there's something coming and here's the date it's going to happen, it never works out, and it never happens on that date. So we're not going to tell you a date. We're telling you that it is coming, and nothing like new products or anything like that, but changes that we're doing to the affiliate system, and also the sales process through the entire AWN system is really, we're giving it basically a facelift, and it's freaking awesome what we're going to do and help you guys basically make more sales in literally, like Mike said, by flipping a switch on our end. So it's going to be really cool, a lot of fun. We're going to cover everything after we talk about how to basically the meat and potatoes of what you need to focus on when growing your business. That's what we're going to be jumping into. Basically how to 10x your income and what to look at and how to basically, it's not about a traffic strategy. It's not about copywriting. It's not about what systems plugged into what works best. It's about real business skills when it comes to anything really in business. When you're running a business, these are the two things. We're going to cover the two things you need to look at. And if you know these two things, you can virtually get unlimited traffic to your site, okay, or to your business, through the door, if you will. So I don't know if you guys have anything to add before we jump into it. But,
no, that's going to be where when you get to that level, that's where you can literally crush your competition and scale to the moon because you know these two things. And those
because no one's doing it. And when I say no one's doing it, there's a lot of people doing it that basically when you get this down. Hold on, actually, I'm trying to think about what I'm about to do physically and think about what I'm trying to tell you guys like in my mind. It's oh god, hold on, I gotta plug my computer in. It's gonna die.
This is off the cuff too, so it's not scripted or anything. We're just kind of.
I have nothing prepared. For those of you who were on my little makeshift hangout the other day. For one, thanks for showing up. That was totally like spur of the moment, and it reflected that. I was all over the place. That's what I get for not doing preparing my slides the way I should have. I literally prepared those slides like 30 minutes beforehand, and it was a mess. But hopefully you got something out of it. So for those of you who were on that hangout, that's basically what we're going to cover, because it's not the sexy stuff that everyone else teaches. You know what I mean? Like everyone's teaching this like wizardry, get traffic the secret way. Like, no, throw all the fluff out the window. This is the dull, unpolished stuff that no one likes to do, but it's the most crucial to growing your income and actually running a successful business without you throwing money into a pit of darkness called advertising. Okay, so when you understand this concept. And it's literally right in front of you. When we explain this, you can be like, son of a bitch.
Hey Tim, can I preface really quick before you get into this? I just wanted to say like kind of a disclaimer or preface what Tim's going to say by this is a little bit more advanced. It is and it isn't. Like it's kind of weird to explain. Like some of you guys might not understand this or grasp it because there's a lot of people that are pretty new to business overall and trying to understand how you make money. And the only difference is like we have businesses that we operate through the internet, all like they're either digital products or depending on what you're promoting. Obviously Automated Wealth Network is the information product membership site, and it still follows the laws of business. So like Tim said, it's kind of the boring stuff, but don't let this, whatever Tim's going to go into here, don't let it scare you. Because this is something you're going to start understanding as you progress, and it's going to make sense. And this is what big companies do to scale their businesses, and these are things you want to keep in mind and learn and start applying this into your own marketing. And there's going to be certain things that you might not be able to do, and I'm going to kind of talk about how to work your way around that. Because most of these principles, they kind of I guess it applies directly to the person's business, like the owner of the business, but not necessarily the affiliate. And I'll kind of get into what that means afterwards. So go ahead, Tim.
Okay, cool. So basically, guys, like what you want to do, like my hair, check that out. That's why I wear a hat all the time. My hair's all over the place. So basically, the two things you need to know. And they're two numbers, okay? And if you haven't gotten any results in your business, then this is good because you're going to have a foundation on what to look for and what to look at in your business when you do start getting the ball rolling. For those of you who have you've got customers, you've made some money, this is going to make sense because you're like, oh shit, you got to go back, look at your customer base, look at how much you made, and do this little math equation that I'm just going to tell you how to do. I don't have any whiteboard behind me or anything like that. I'm just going to kind of go off. I got a little mini one right here, but that's not big enough, like this big. So basically what you want to do is you want to figure out your customer lifetime value, or your CV. People call it CV, people call it CLV, whatever. I don't care about the acronym. It's your customer lifetime value, okay? And to get that number, it's really simple, okay? And I'm going to kind of explain this without getting all jacked up, and so that you guys can write it down, okay? So what you want to do is take how much you've made total gross income and divide that by how many customers you've got, right? So let's say you're using Automated Wealth Network, for example. You could be using whatever the hell else you got out there, right? But let's just take Automated Wealth Network, for example. You, as an affiliate, brought in, let's say you brought in 50 people, right? With those 50 people, I'm going to have to pull up the calculator because I don't do math very good. So you bring in 50 people, and let's say you made $10,000. Completely hypothetical, right? Completely, right? So you've looked at your total income, and then you looked at how many customers it took to get to that total income, right? So then you take your total income, let's go 10,000, right? 10,000. Divide that by 50, right? $200 to get 200, right? So that means, on average, across the board, for every new customer you bring in, whether they buy the first thing or they buy everything, this is an average, your customer value in that scenario is $200. Make sense? So what that means is then you can go back, if you're doing paid advertising, which you guys should be doing, okay? Scaling a business with free traffic is like virtually impossible. Okay, unless you get something that goes viral, but that's not on purpose scaling. To get started, you could do free traffic, but this is how you scale. This is how you go from like 1,000 a month to 10,000 a month. Okay, this is that jump. Okay, this is how you 10x it. All right. So basically, you look at on average, I'm getting $200 per customer across the board. That's my customer value, right? So then you look at how much is it costing me to get every new customer through that front door, right? Even if you're selling a $7 product, a $20 product, a $30 product, it doesn't matter. What's it costing me to get that person from the internet or from offline, if you're doing direct mail, whatever, to get them to become a new customer? And that's what's called a cost per acquisition, or a CPA, right? So once you know your customer lifetime value, then you know your number. Let's say it's costing you $50 in traffic, or $100. Let's say it's costing you $100 in traffic to get one new customer in the door, right? It's all gravy because you're making $200 across the board per customer. You'll spend $100 all day long to get a new customer if you're making $200 in the back end. Make sense? So when you have more to sell in the back end and at a higher price, and as long as the value's there, right? You got to be selling good stuff. Don't just be selling shit to sell shit. Make sure it's progressing people through. You want to make sure that you're positioned in a way where you can earn more money in the back end to bring up your customer lifetime value. That way you could spend more of that money on the front end to acquire a new customer, and then you're just virtually driving unlimited free traffic because they're paying for it. They're paying for the traffic for you, if that makes sense.
Can I add now to this part? Yeah, that makes perfect sense. And here I'm going to add to that to hopefully help clear it up even more. So that's why. So the scenario that Tim just told you. Now let's say like that funnel is, let's say the product, the very first product that somebody's going to buy on the front end of that funnel. Let's say the first thing you're selling is you're only making, let's say, $20 or $25, whatever, right? But then Tim said you're spending $100 in advertising to acquire that $25 sale. So most people look at that and they go, well, that's not sustainable. I'm losing money every time, right? I'm losing $75 every time I get a sale.
And you know what? Real quick, I don't mean to interrupt. When people, I used to think that way too, but when you understand what we're talking about here, guys, you're gonna see the big picture of it. You're gonna see like, holy shit, like yeah, I gotta, make more money on the back end, the front end, whatever. That's just to get the people through the door. When you separate yourself from thinking I'm losing money on the front end, I'm losing money because it's costing me $50 to sell a $20 product. It's your back end, right? So when you separate yourself to think like that, just know that the majority is thinking like this, and you can come in and just outspend them in traffic, and you're golden, right?
Yeah.
Carry on.
That's exactly what I was getting at. Yeah. So once you know those numbers and you understand it, you could outspend everybody. That's why. So one more thing. Not that this is what I wanted to talk about. Why, if you're an affiliate. So here's what happens. So now, like if you're doing like affiliate marketing where you're getting paid, the company's paying you a commission to make a sale. A lot of the times, companies like this, we see this a lot in like health and beauty, skincare. There's a lot of CPA networks out there that you can be part of. Like Max Bounty is one of them. Nutrist, there's a lot of them, and these companies that know their numbers, they know their funnel, they know their back end, they know what their CPA is, they know what their customer lifetime value is. So then they'll go out there and they'll go to a CPA network and they'll put their offer in there and they're like, hey, we're willing to pay the affiliates $50 for them, for $50 for every free trial that they sell, right? So the free trial will probably be like a free, just pay for shipping or whatever the offer is, right? And for the affiliate, it's like, hey, that's easy to sell. I can do that. They get $50 for selling a free trial, just paying for shipping, and then the affiliate's paid, and then everything's all gravy, right? And now the company that's doing that, they understand that they don't care about the front. They're just worried about onboarding. So they're willing to pay more than what what they're making on that front end, because they understand that they're going to make $200, $300, $400, $500, and then maybe built-in recurring income for like membership stuff or drop ship, like monthly drop ship continuity programs that they got built in. So you understand that's why you see those types of offers out there, and that's why a lot of the companies out there, they're not willing to share the back end profits with you, because that's just their model. That's where the hard work comes in. That's why they are a big business, because they understand these things and they're putting it in place. So they're willing to overpay for people, for affiliates, to kind of send them traffic and send them some sales, because they know the back end they're making a killing. So that's why on the affiliate side, it's hard to kind of grasp this and hard to kind of apply this. So that's how why I was saying, like, on the affiliate side is a little bit harder. And I think, Tim, is there anything else before I keep going on that you want to add?
No, honestly, dude, when it's really simple. Even on the affiliate side, if you're looking at driving traffic, just look at your offers that you're promoting. If you're doing like what Mike was talking about, some kind of like CPA or something like that in one of these networks, just look at how much you're going to earn, and then figure, okay, for every customer, if it's just one product, one commission that you're earning on promoting those offers, the easiest way to do it, how much can I earn per customer? Let's do a little, set aside a budget of like maybe a couple $100, $200-300 for testing, right? Test some traffic. And when I say traffic, I'm not talking about solo ads, okay? You can make a killing in solo ads if you do it right and you go to the right providers, but that's a whole nother hangout. Like, that is, when we're talking about driving traffic, I'm talking about placing PPC ads. I'm talking about going out there and getting your hands dirty and buying traffic from ad networks, okay? There's all kinds of them out there. We talk about it inside of Core and all that stuff, like different ways to get traffic. You're literally on Facebook every day. Buy some traffic from Facebook, okay? Get your hands dirty with Facebook. Read their
terms of service.
Read their terms of service, okay? It's very important. You'll get slapped like I did a couple years ago and never get to use your account again, okay? It's fun. But what you want to do is just make sure, look at that number when it comes to how much am I going to earn per customer? Then test some traffic, get your funnel going, and figure out, okay, it took me this much money to obtain one new customer. Then you look at it and go, okay, I need to get my spending down and then you just start tweaking. Like it's all science, guys. Just plug and play, just testing, what works. Then, that's why Mike was saying it's a little bit harder on the affiliate side when you only have like one or two products. And that's why with Automated Wealth Network, we have a whole, we let you come all the way through the back end, right? Not going to go there. So what we're going to do is, sorry, I just got off track. So you're able to go all the way through and have multiple products to sell, right, within Automated Wealth Network. You got the front-end product, you got the back-end product, and those are the changes that are coming when it comes to the sales process to make it a lot easier on you guys to start driving more traffic. You can start spending some money. If you actually just take some action on the stuff that we teach you, like Mark and Steve, and other people that we have that aren't live with us on this Hangout, they might be, lurking in the comments, but we've had people come through and actually apply the training and they get results. You can't just sit around on your ass and do nothing. You might do that equation that I told you to do earlier where, to find your customer value, find your CPA, tie them together. But what good is that if you're not actually out there driving that traffic? Make sense? So, and the changes that are coming to AWN, it's not going to benefit you if you're not doing anything, if you don't get off your ass and do something about it, okay? So when everything changes, when you get into a new business, when you're going out there to promote a new thing, make sure you have your numbers. You know your numbers, and the way you're going to know your numbers is by taking the action you need to get those numbers in front of you, okay? Because we can sit here and tell you our numbers, we can tell you hypothetical numbers all day long, get you all excited about making a bunch of money, but what it comes down to is you actually going out there, having that knowledge, knowing what to look for. That way, when you do stumble around, you'll know exactly where you stumbled, what you tripped over, right? Did I trip over spending too much on my ad? Did I trip over not earning enough on the back end? Did I trip over, sending people through the wrong link? Like, you'll know when you dissect everything in a scientific way and break down all your numbers, break down everything you're doing, and look at it as a business, then you're going to start, you'll get it. If that makes sense. It'll just click. You're like, that's what those crazy bastards are talking about on these Hangouts. I get it now, right? So, that's really all I got. That's how you 10x your income. You look at your numbers, look at how much you're spending versus how much you're earning, make this number, how much you're spending, less than how much you're earning on the back end, and scale up. That's it. That's the unpolished, dull, dirty little secret that you got to do. That's how you scale it up.
Yeah, like just so to give you guys an example, let's say, because I know a lot of you guys are promoting different funnels out there with multiple income streams, and look and see how many leads you've been generating, what you're spending on those leads, right? Let's take a snapshot. Let's take a snapshot of a month. Look at your income for the month from all your income streams. What came in? How much to the exact penny? Okay, then look at how much you spent in traffic, okay? And that will give you a rough estimate of what your kind of overall EPC would be, and that's just, you can go off of that. That's just breaking it down in its most simplest form. But for...
sorry.
Yeah.
I just wanted to jump in. It's funny, I was just about to ask that question for those of us who are in multiple systems, and some of it's one-off affiliate commissions and other income streams is monthly residual. I was going to ask you because some months tend to they tend to differentiate quite a lot because you get the retention is the variance on the retention can be quite high with some of these businesses that we are in. So you've answered that question nicely there. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, for something like if you have a lot of recurring, like let's use, I know a lot of people are in PLS. Let's say if you're promoting PLS and you have a lot, you can look into PLS, see what your overall earnings are, and then divide that by the total number of customers that you generated. Even if they dropped off, that's going to give you your lifetime value per customer, if that makes sense. So that'll kind of give you an idea of the retention rate on the customer, so that you could kind of like play around with that. So then you'd be like, okay, on average, let's say the people that I've been bringing in are staying on for 4 months, 5 months. So you could kind of do the math there. So then, like, once you start advertising, let's say if you want to start advertising directly towards PLS, like, you'll know that kind of number to play around with, where, like, if you're spending over that number to acquire a new customer, then you know you're not doing all that well. If that makes sense.
Yep, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, and then another thing, what you can do, like, as an affiliate, like, even like with us, for example, like I've said this before, it's always good to segment your list to understand like where your buyers are and what they've purchased. Like, you're gonna see that in your back office, but the easiest way to do this and get them, like, actually segment your list, like, let's say if you're sending people to Automated Wealth Network, and they're on your leads list for Automated Wealth Network, since you don't own the system, you can't have tracking links to see where people are at and what they bought and then move them from one list to another. Like, we do that on your part, on your behalf, but for yourself and for your marketing, I would suggest like offering bonuses for each thing that they bought, or an overall big bonus like if they bought everything. So then what happens is, like, you can advertise that bonus, and then for the people that qualify for it, you set up a capture page, set up a brand new list in your autoresponder, and then tell them, hey, send your proof of purchase to this email, right, with the subject line, bonus, whatever. And then once you verify it, you can just send them the link to that capture page. And then what you do is just set up a simple automation in your autoresponder. When they opt into that list, you know they have bought and they're basically qualified for your bonus. So then what happens is they take them off your leads list and put them on that bonus list, which is technically your buyers list, doing it as an affiliate. So that's kind of like another way to keep track of all that, and you can actually keep track of, you know, your conversion and so on. So hopefully
just to jump in there, Mike, awesome idea, but for the guys that are watching, what kind of bonuses would you recommend? Because I think a lot of people probably thinking, okay, that's an awesome idea, but what would you offer people?
I know, like, for example, one guy, Durant, he actually gives away Craigslist training that he kind of perfected. That's a great bonus. Like, hey, that's an extra thing that's not in there. This is exclusive only to the people that join me. You get this bonus. It's a free little mini course on Craigslist training. It could be something like that. It could be like specific content that's locked on your website that they can get access to. It can be a physical bonus. I mean, give away iPad Mini or whatever. You know, if the numbers make sense, or, you know, if you can afford to give away a physical bonus and it makes sense to get them to go over the top to buy it, by all means, like, you know, go for it. You know, don't get.
I've seen.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
About being creative with it, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen like these big giant launches and stuff like that go down with affiliate, like really heavy hitting affiliates going after these launches and the competitions and stuff. And I've seen affiliates giving away iPad Minis, MacBooks, stuff like that as bonuses for buying. And the reason why they can do that is because they're selling high ticket stuff, right? They're selling courses that are $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. So for every new person that comes on, if I was to tell Steve, if I was to tell you, like, hey, I got this training course I'm gonna be doing, it's live coaching that we're doing for the next 4 weeks. It's $5,000, and if you sign up today, I'm gonna mail you a MacBook Pro of your choice. That's like, oh yeah, let's do it, right? So,
as opposed to
just one of those things
that's
like,
not doing a bonus.
Yeah, as opposed to, oh, I'm doing this course, it's $5,000. I want you to sign up. It's like, I don't need that right now. But, you know, use bonuses to. Here's a tip on bonuses too. If you guys are writing some copy or you're trying to do videos and give away bonuses, make the bonus one killer thing. Is if you make the bonus, if the bonus is actually worth more than the product that they're buying, you're gonna kill it. You're gonna absolutely kill it. So let's say you've created your own little course or your own little training thing, like this use Durant for example, and let's say that training course is worth $47, right? Well, let's say it's worth $97, right? If he was to sell it, and then he was using that as a bonus to get people into buy a $20 product. It would just make sense. Like, this is a $97 thing I'm going to give you for free just for buying this $20 thing. Like, oh shit, yeah, let's do it, right?
Yeah.
That's how you want to position your bonuses. If you guys are thinking about doing your bonuses, make sure that the perceived value of that bonus is worth more than the product they're going to purchase.
Mm-hmm.
I hope I didn't just lose some people, but that's what you want to do. You know what I mean?
I've bought in really expensive courses because of certain bonuses were involved.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking about multiple thousands of dollars.
Yeah, that's all right.
I think where the whole thing comes in with, obviously, I mean, certainly for me, that's one kind of thing I kind of struggled with initially was, moving people from one list to another. So, like you're saying, if you can say, okay, if you go for the next step, then you'll get this bonus, and then just click here and opt in here, and that will automatically kind of shift them over to a new buyers list.
Right.
On, like you're saying, segmenting your list, and I think a lot of people, myself included, have struggled with the thing of like what bonus, what incentive can we give people to actually, click on another capture page so that they can go off that old list and onto this new list. And Durant's obviously awesome. He's got his Craigslist training. I'm sure a lot of people watching this have got little bits and kind of nuggets that they can pass on and give that as bonuses. But I just wanted to throw something out there, is that there is a lot of marketers out there that will actually give free kind of content out as well, which people can go out and actually use. They'll actually give content out which they say you can use this as incentives, and you might even just pay $5 for this content. If you're subscribing to other marketers' lists, you'll find a bunch of people out there that are actually willing to give you a bunch of stuff which is kind of, they're just saying, you're one of my valued subscribers. Here's some content that you can use as like nuggets to give out to people.
Yeah. Yeah. So there also, I mean, there's a lot of PLR content out there you can purchase, which is private.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. Yeah.
And then you could just kind of twist it and make it your own. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You could do that. Yeah.
There's all kinds of stuff you can give away as bonuses for joining your list, for buying a product, for
give away a book. Books are good, especially in this industry.
Yeah, just giving away. We've done that a couple times, on live hangouts, giving away books and stuff.
Or like an Amazon gift card, like here, get your whatever book you want.
Yeah, you can even do like hangouts like this, like you and Mark, Steve and Mark. You guys can do hangouts like this where you guys are just where it's just you two, right, on Skype, and you guys can just record it, and you're just talking, and just talking about certain topics and what you would do in this scenario and stuff like that. Record it as an hour-and-a-half hangout or whatever. Put that as content that you'll give away. Hey, this is there's just us kind of shooting the shit over Skype, and we got into some really good stuff that's worth a lot of money. We thought about packaging this up as a course, but we just want to give it to you for being a subscriber or something like that. You know what I mean? You could always do stuff like that and come up with stuff like that on the spot. It's not, you don't have to come up with an entire course. You could just record yourself talking on a screen, or you can, if you have a partner like me and Mike, we could just, if we were to record our phone calls and Skype chats, man, we would have so much content, like just the stuff we talk about and the ideas and the discussions that we have. We should start doing that, dude, like just recording that. And
we talked about that. It was funny. We're like, man, this what we covered on this call was actually so valuable.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is going to go out there for free for you guys. This is the kind of stuff you have to do in your business to get people. Even if you have people as your subscribers, you could just do exclusive hangouts for your subscribers. Like this is just for Automated Wealth Network members. And if you're not an Automated Wealth Network member, check it out. It's pretty awesome. If you like the stuff in this video, it's pretty awesome. You'll like the stuff that's in there.
Buy our shit.
But what?
Nothing.
Buy.
This
Buy our shit. Yeah.
There's a little subliminal
I'll
message.
say it. It's fine. Yeah. So now we have a lot of fun.
Yeah, just
it's
to
cool
jump in
stuff,
from what you guys said there, I think you hit the nail on the head when you said, you know, hangouts and stuff and just private conversations, because I think that's an easy one, isn't it? That's an easy bonus.
Yeah.
Anyone could give away. You know, any form of kind of video training, you know, even if it's just a video, like a 5-10 minute video you've created yourself, and just a little bit of training. And my mind was ticking there as you guys were talking. And there's loads of kind of ways you could weave that into your funnel, isn't there? Because you could, I've been kind of experimenting a little bit with bridge pages and stuff like that, and you could kind of do a bridge video between the opt-in form and the sales page, and you could kind of say, look, I've just sent you an email, sort of thing, you know, I've just sent you some training, so you're going to want to follow the funnel through. And there's loads of different things you can do with giving away extra training videos and trying to package it as a bonus, sort of thing.
Yeah, even when you guys are doing your everyday tasks to run your business, whether it's like, you know, it could be writing an email or setting up a new autoresponder campaign or whatever. Whenever you're doing that, you guys all have screen recording software. Record yourself doing it, blur out the important, like the you know, the sensitive stuff, like your email, your address, your social security number, if you're plugging any of that. I don't know why you'd plug that in, but you know, I'm just saying, like, your email address, you just blur that stuff out. Why you're like, all right, guys, so this is an actual campaign I'm gonna deploy, and you get to watch me build this thing, and then you just go to town, dude, and just start building it. You don't even have to talk that much. You could even do like a commentary after you recorded it, so that you don't, because sometimes when I'm in the groove, if I'm trying to record and talk and teach what I'm doing, it's kind of a pain in the butt, and I have to like switch back and forth in my mind. But if you just kind of do your thing, record it on your screen, and then go back and record all right, so right here, this is what I'm doing. This is why I'm doing this. And then boom, and then give that away. Like if you're building a capture page, why don't you teach someone how you build a capture page, and then show them the link, like this is where it is live, go check it out. You know, this is what I do. And stuff like that. I mean, you just do that all day long. And you know, if someone were to take that and run with it, you can create a course tomorrow.
Yeah, I think people really gravitate towards that stuff too. It seems like kind of the raw behind the scenes kind of content. Like I think people like they love that stuff. That's what they want to see. So yeah. So man, it's not hard. It's not hard to, like what you said, Tim. It's not hard to put together your own course and content. Like I was telling Durant, like I was like, dude, like we could polish this thing up and like add a PayPal button and sell this thing. Have a good sales video and go down.
Yeah, absolutely. You can, you know, set up a free course or whatever and give it away as a bonus. And then, you know, if you want to charge for it, that's fine too. Don't be afraid to charge for your content either. That was one thing that kind of held us back in the beginning was, you know, I was told from someone else, like, no, just give it away for free. And then I got to a point, I'm like, no, dude, screw that. Like, I know to give away certain, like this right here, this is free. You don't have to pay for this, right? This is great content. But the real, like, my business, my stuff, right? That's the stuff I'm selling. Don't be afraid to sell your stuff, okay? Don't be afraid to ask for money. Now, you know, if you want to do like, you know, YouTube traffic, you want to do like non-paid YouTube traffic, like you're just doing content marketing. Giving away free stuff is not. You don't have to give away. You know,
you want to hear?
We can go deep into that rabbit hole, dude. But I mean, I kind of want to keep it on track.
You want me to drop like a huge nugget for them?
Go for it.
Like this is.
And then we'll get into the updates that are coming because we're in.
Yeah. So I know this guy that does this, and it's just brilliant. Like I can't take full credit for it, but I don't even know if I told you this, Tim, but what he does is he doesn't even he puts together, and this is where, I mean, not anybody can deploy this really well. You kind of have to be, you know, get pretty good at copywriting, and but he'll give away a PDF for free, and it's teaching a certain thing or a certain subject. So he doesn't, you know, typically what people do, they like sending traffic to a squeeze page to collect their email, right? And then here's your PDF, right? But what the problem is with that, a lot of people put in bogus emails, and they're not you start building a list and the list is not responsive, your open rates suck, nobody's clicking on your links, right? So what he did, and he tested this, and it worked really well, and I just thought it was completely brilliant. And you guys could take this and run with it and try it. What he does is he'll give the thing for free up front. You download the PDF, and the content, the way he teaches it, the way he writes it, he does it in a way where it just sucks you in so much, and you get into the really juicy part, and then you know what happens? It cuts off, and then there's a PayPal button that says, to get the rest of this PDF, you can buy it right now for $2. So boom, he just generated a buyer's lead. Because most people, when they get sucked in and they see that content, they're going to be gladly pay $2 to get the rest of it to find out, piece it together. And that buyer's lead is a legit email that because you could connect PayPal and you can have it, or you can do it through JVZoo, and you could integrate it with your email, with your autoresponder, so when they buy, the email's added to your autoresponder. That's a legit buyer's lead. So now when you email that list, it's going to be a real person, because the PayPal email is a real email they check. I mean, it's their PayPal address. So you're going to get in people's inbox a lot more of the time than doing it the other way. So, yeah, it's a really unique strategy. What do you think of that, Tim? Is that pretty good?
That's solid, dude. Like, make it, yeah. You can do PDF, you can do an article, you can do a video, whatever. Yeah, I like it. That's dirty.
Yeah.
But good.
It's like they start reading it, and it's like, hey, to get the rest of it, it's like, it's $2.
Yeah.
Get it right now, sent to your inbox.
Like it.
And you start building a buyer's list. Yeah.
You could kind of use that strategy to lure people back to the funnel, couldn't you? You could kind of like give someone, like, for a strategy, for example. I was kind of thinking how I could personally implement that, and in our system we're going to be coming out with a new strategy. So I could kind of write a PDF, give away 2/3 of the strategy. Maybe it's in the first email that goes out after they opt in, and then just have a link. Well, to see the video version of the last third of this strategy, click here and send them back to the funnel. So, what do you think of that, Mike?
Yeah. The more ways you can grab their attention and keep getting in front of them and giving them the same message, the better, because they're just more likely to convert.
Congruency is huge.
Yeah. So guys, let us know if you're getting value from this. Leave us a comment below. Just whatever. Give me a 1 or I don't know, something. Let us know you're alive and watching it. And then we'll get into kind of the updates now and what's changing, why everything we talked about here, you guys are gonna benefit from these changes we're making.
Yeah. Let me see. I'm just reading some of the comments real quick.
Being told I speak fast. Sorry, guys. I know I speak fast. I just kind of get excited on these hangouts. It doesn't feel fast as it's leaving my lips, but I am aware it's fast. For most people, apparently. Sorry.
It's your Geordie accent, mate.
Yeah, it is. I don't think it's the speed, it's the accent. No, even if I speak slow, no one can hear me anyway.
I am speaking slow, alright?
I had a buddy from I used to fly with this guy from Ireland, and holy shit, man, he's a cool guy, right? And when I first met him, I don't know what he said. Like, I legitimately don't know what he said. He just started talking to me, and I'm like, slow it down, buddy.
Yeah, it's the same with Scottish. Thick Scottish accents and thick Irish accents are pretty bad.
With him being my friend, I learned the best way to piss off an Irishman. Call him a Scotsman. Oh, it's great.
Yeah, they say that as borderline racism.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Yeah. I love it.
Hey Tim, you want to scan through the comments real quick and see if anyone has any?
Yeah, I was going through them. Couple things. Let me see here. Let's see. Absolutely great information. I like that idea. Yeah. Let me see. Okay, Steve got that. Yeah, it's pretty solid. Steve and Mark, you guys have been helping out with those too, so that's been helping out. Um, yeah, so let's jump into the updates that are coming in AWN. So like I was saying, guys, if you want, what we're gonna do is we already basically have this thing built. Okay. It's not in the back, like you can't, we have this thing built, okay? This new kind of sales process. The sales videos are done. Well, one of them I got to tweak, but they're all done. The pages are all done. The new, what do I want to say? It's not new content. Well, there's some new content. Shit, how do I explain? There's so much that it's, you guys don't have to do anything. We're changing up the funnel on the back end for AWN Academy. We're actually going to pre-qualify you to see if you even AWN Academy is even something that you need, because we've noticed that within AWN Academy, people think, oh, it's $500, it's too expensive, whatever, right? When you look at what's in there, it's not. We teach you basically how to build an entire online empire, like how to build your own products, how to write your own copy, how to Mike put together the YouTube intensive back there. It's 5 hours worth of solid, hardcore YouTube stuff.
Yeah,
right?
that module alone, like I've bought other things in the past. I've seen things being sold for $400, $500. The YouTube intensive module that alone could sell for the price. So
yeah, absolutely. And guys, this isn't a pitch. This isn't just a shameless plug for Academy. What I'm trying to say is, for some people, Academy is just not for you. You don't want to get to that level, right? You don't want to build a giant online empire. But in order to figure that out, you got to learn some stuff about your business, some things that I need to point out to you to see if you even qualify for that. So what we've done is we put together you guys saw me in the Facebook group, if you remember a couple weeks ago, I posted one of the slides for a new class inside of AWN. It's going to be free for all the members. It's going to be called AWN Success Class, all right? And AWN Success Class is going to be 4 days, basically getting you ready to see if, you're going to become the next Academy student. So, like I said, it's free for everyone so that you guys can get in there, learn some stuff, get you up to speed to see if that's even something that you want. Instead of sending everyone through and just seeing like, I should just buy this to make commission. You can do that. I'm fine with that. But the reality is we want to give you so much value out of everything you purchase with us, with Automated Wealth Network, that it's going to be the right fit. We want to make sure that every product inside of Automated Wealth Network is the right fit, and it's going to benefit you as an affiliate to basically, when you sell one of our products to someone else, right, that they're going to be happy with you as well. So then it's just, everyone, it's just a big love fest. Right?
it's all gravy.
It's all gravy. So then that's one of the changes coming. We're putting, in order to buy AWN Academy, you have to first go through the AWN Success Class. And that's going to be, like I said, it's free for all the AWN members. Everyone coming into AWN is going to get exposed to it, so they're going to get put through that funnel as well after the initial funnel sequence. We're giving that away as a bonus, okay? And then on the front end, we're going to be changing something dramatically that's going to increase everyone's income. Back when we first started Automated Wealth Network, we gave away the system for free, right? We gave it away for free for what, 6 months, Mike? 7 months?
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that. Did that, right? And in that video, we said you need to become an Automated Wealth Network member before we start charging for this thing, right? And what happened? 7 months later, we started charging $7. And now, if you watch the sales video that we have right now, right, we say, hey, become an Automated Wealth Network member now before we raise the price. And the time has come. We're going to be raising the price again, okay? Everyone's going to make more money. If you're an existing Automated Wealth Network member, if you own Core, Underground, or Academy, this isn't going to affect you. This affects everyone in the system, where it's going to be $20 per month. And what that's going to give you is basically the affiliate dashboard, access to the community, and the ability to earn $10 a month residual commissions. So remember when we were talking about building your customer lifetime value? That's exactly what it's going to do. Is for every customer that comes in through the front door, you're basically building a residual income on the front end to make it easier for you guys to send more traffic to your business. Now, if you don't want to send traffic to AWN, that's fine, but just know that that's going to be happening. So when we do this launch, when we do this transition, when we flip that switch, we're still working out the details. We got to figure out, what kind of grace period we give you guys to get your, payments all set up. It's not gonna, if you decide not to pay the $20 a month, and you own Core or you own Underground or Academy, you'll still be able to log in and access those products. You just won't be able to access your affiliate dashboard, the community, or earn the $10 per month residual income on the front end. Because we know some of you guys have affiliate links out there, and if we just went, nope, you're not an affiliate for paying 20 bucks, screw it, right? That's kind of wrong. So what we decided to do was just, if you bring someone in the front end and you're not paying the $20 a month for your affiliate dashboard and the community access, because that's what they're buying on the front end as well with the fundamentals and angle of attack blueprint, you just won't get a commission on it, and that's fine. But make sure if you want to build that residual income, if you want to build your business, scale it up, get your customer lifetime value up and off the ground without really doing anything, just paying 20 bucks a month. You think about it, you only get, if you already have 2 people underneath you in AWN, you're just paid for it. It's done. Remember, there's no pass-ups, right? It's everything, what you earn is what you keep. So if you have 10 people underneath you, you're already in profit every month, right? You're already making 100 bucks a month. If you got 20 people underneath you that you signed up, and then they start paying for it, and you've gotten in before they did, right? You're already at 200 bucks a month. It just keeps going up, right? So the more people that you sign up for Automated Wealth Network on the front end, that residual is just going to keep building up. And then with the success class coming in, it's going to indoctrinate people into Academy, and you're going to get more Academy sales as long as you're an affiliate in there as well. So everything, we basically just wrapped everything up and built AWN to where we wanted it. This is exactly where we wanted to take it. You guys have helped us get it there, and we appreciate that. And so what we want to do is flip that switch. We don't know when. It's going to be soon. I would say within a week.
Probably sooner.
God, I shouldn't have said that, but it's going to be soon. Okay. I'm not promising anything, but everything's built.
Let me add one more thing. So like, just so you guys understand, like, even if you have current people you brought in, and if you built a team and you sold a lot of people into AWN, everybody, this applies to everybody. So you want to make sure, if you want to continue promoting it as a business, you want to make sure you position yourself and get your stuff in order, because everybody, when they decide to, once we flip the switch and they decide to hop on and turn on their subscription, you guys are going to make a lot of money. So keep that in mind.
Yeah. Dana jumped in and said $20 a month is a small amount for the value you're getting in return. Absolutely. We could have charged like $97 a month for the front end easily. But and you know what? Sometimes I lay there and I go, I should have charged more.
Yeah.
But that's when you're delivering value that's more than the amount of money you're asking in return, and that's when you've got a good business model, right?
Yeah.
When you're trying to scam people and you're overcharging because you're worried about that dollar. Look, if we're worried about that dollar as much as some people are out there with this system, we would have charged a boatload of money versus starting it off for free, then $7, now $20 a month, right? We would have charged way more. But you know what? The reality is we wanted to get, we know what it's like to start. We know what it's like to be there, so we wanted to help you guys. And so now that at the $20 a month price point, one, it's so low barrier, you're actually going to make more qualified sales, if that makes sense. You're going to get people who are willing to spend $20 a month in a way that they're willing to spend $20 a month, so they're more likely to do something with it, right? Whereas someone who comes in at $7, you're more likely to get someone who just wants a refund, right? That's another thing that we need to talk about.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. There's a couple of things I want to come back at and kind of iron out and simplify. But go ahead.
Another thing, I mean, you guys are all here. You guys didn't ask for refunds. You guys are awesome. and you found the value in it. Some people, they just come in, they think it's something that it's not. Maybe it was marketed to them wrong. Maybe they just wanted to poke in and see what's in there and then ask and then go on their merry little way. That's fine. I don't care. Take your money. I don't want it. I do, but I don't. At the same time, that's kind of weird, you know. It's not me, it's you type thing. So, you know, that's another thing that we're doing. We're going to state it throughout the entire process. Look, this system, when you buy it at $20 a month, you can cancel it anytime. No contracts, no nothing, right? But every single payment that you make is non-refundable. We're not going to let you guys. We're not going to let someone come in, get a bunch of stuff, talk a bunch of shit, and then leave and ask for their money back. No, you're going to come in like, look, it's non-refundable. You can cancel, but it's non-refundable. The second you make that payment, that's done. Because more than likely, there's an affiliate out there who made that sale and is looking forward to that money so that they can grow their business, right? You guys want, when you see that sale come in, you get stoked. But then the second we revoke that, because now that person refunded, it's a digital product. We don't have to have refunds. And as long as we state it clearly, which I do, I'm like kind of like in the face when I say the no refund thing in the videos. It's like, look, it's no refunds. The second you buy it, you can cancel, you can go talk crap, whatever, it's fine. No refunds, because we have affiliates that are trying to build a business here, and if you do buy today, you're helping them, basically. So we're looking out for you guys when it comes to the no refund policy. It's just another thing, it's just a pain in the ass to refund $7. I mean, come on, $7. If you're the kind of person who wants a refund for $7, please do not ever buy anything else from me, ever, please, because I'll just tell you to go kick rocks. I really don't care.
That's why we don't do our own support anymore.
Yeah, we outsource support because I couldn't do it. I was going crazy. So yeah, guys, we got some big changes coming. If you guys have any questions about the updates that are coming, drop the questions in the Facebook group, in the community inside of AWN as well, and look out for everything that's going to be rolling out. Again, when we do this, it's going to be all at once. Okay, it's just going to be boom. But we're not going to do it and say, oh, we did it. We're going to let you guys get plenty of, you know, time to kind of, you know, move some stuff around, maybe change some links out, maybe make some videos, you know. Another thing too, Mike, I know you want to jump in, but I just wanted just this little piece. We were talking about this before we went live, right? Guys, if you're out there with videos on YouTube, or you're out there making videos on Facebook, or making posts, whatever, and you're doing, you know, content marketing, make sure you guys don't tell the price. Let the sales video reveal the price, okay? Tell them what it is, but the second you start telling the price in your content, what you're doing is basically setting yourself up. So let's say one day we're going to raise the price again for AWN, right? Let's say that happens. Then you're going to have to go back and change all your videos again. But if you never reveal the price, you say, hey, check out this video, it's really cool, I learned a lot from it, then you don't have to change nothing. Make sense? So make sure you guys are careful when you guys are out there, and that goes for any product.
To let people know that. Sorry, Tim. I think it's important to let people know that what you're referring to is the pre-frame stage, just in case, because I know there's a lot of people out there use their own videos in their own funnels, like as a sales video. So obviously, on a sales video, it's okay to say the price, but not like, you know, at the pre-frame stage, you know, social media and YouTube, just, you know, just to put that out there.
Yeah,
I think
you're
just to jump in as well, it's also just the fact of if you're leading on price in anything, whether you're in an online business or an offline business, you never want to lead on price. It's like that is the first mistake. You never lead on price. You lead on the value and the price. Once you've established the value, and then people, you know, if you can get people to understand the value, then you can pretty much determine the price yourself. So you really never want to kind of give away the price anyway, whether, you know, whether you're in an online marketing business or if you're someone who's maybe in sales in an offline business, you never want to compete on price. If you can give people something of value and show them the value and make them feel it and want it, then you can pretty much name your price after that. It's about establishing the value first.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And another thing I wanted to mention before I forgot, Tim, but like when you guys see the new sales video on the front end, it's pretty amazing. That thing is can easily sell a $100 product. So for the thing's gonna close people. If you're sending semi-warm traffic to this thing, I won't be surprised if it converts over 15-20% because it's pretty amazing. And we got some really compelling testimonials. And yeah, we're just making it easier for you guys to make more money right off the bat.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, because like there's a couple other things I want to talk about real quick.
Yeah, I saw in the comments Dana asked, will there be any change to Underground as far as monthly subscription? The only thing, Dana, and this goes for everyone else out there, the only thing that's going to change is another thing, onboarding new customers, is you're going to have the ability to sign up for Underground for a free 3-day trial. Okay, when they sign up for 3 days for free, they put all the credit card information in, and if they don't, and then they get in there, they're going to see the content, right? Another thing with Underground, guys, kind of a side note here, we kind of backed off of Underground for a little bit while we had to build this whole thing out because it's just the 3 of us, right? Just 3 of us building this thing. So, and creating the content and coding and all this stuff, right? It's just I don't know how we do it, but once we roll this thing out, Underground's gonna just expand with content. Like we're just gonna get in there, and it's gonna be good.
Yeah, it's gonna be that's where we're gonna be hanging out a lot. So
yeah, we're gonna be hanging out in Underground a lot.
That's where all the feedback and like getting feedback on what you're doing, and posting threads, and having that's where a lot of the juicy stuff's gonna be. So
yeah, more hangouts like this, but a little more in depth, where it's more structured.
More structured, yeah.
But, yeah, so onboarding new customers for Underground, they get to sign up for 3 days for free. If they don't cancel within 3 days, then the billing starts. So and as long as you're an Underground member, and that's gonna get a lot more commissions for you guys as well. You guys will get more sales.
Yeah.
With Underground, you guys will get more sales with Academy.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have noticed, but Core sells really well. It literally is like 35 to 50% conversion rate from the front end. The front end, I shot for going to like 20% conversion rates on the front end. Whether it's going to hit it or not, that's how I wrote it. So the front end, it's really good. I can't wait to make it go live. It's going to be solid for you guys. I'm really excited for everyone who's positioned correctly, who jumps on this, who runs with us, who starts sending traffic. You guys you're gonna see a big boost in income with everything that we're doing by just going, flipping that switch.
That's the cool thing about marketing, like setting up these sequences and the automation part of it. But so that video, the front end video is amazing. It's going to convert really high, and it's going to pre-qualify the person a lot better. There's no refund, so you don't have to worry about losing the commission. So the minute the person that's going to be buying at $20, as soon as they get in, they're a lot more qualified, right? So what's going to happen? Tim mentioned that our conversions on the first OTO, the one-time offer that you see, which was Core for $47, you only see it for $47 right after you buy the fundamentals, and then that's the only time. It's a legitimate one-time offer. You can never go back and buy it for that price. It's $67 if you buy it inside the dashboard. So that one-time offer has been converting between 35 and 50%. Depending on the traffic that people have been sending through. That's why we send across the board solid since we launched it. It's an insane number. Now, since we're pre-qualifying, we're getting a lot more serious person coming through at the $20 mark. We're expecting the OTO upsells to go through the roof even more. So what happens now, so those people are even more qualified. After that, they're going to get funneled into AWN Success Class. Everybody's going to go through Success Class. It's going to be a launch funnel. They're going to get a lot of content. They're going to get a feel of what Academy is. They're going to get really excited. And then the 4th day, we're going to give them the opportunity to buy it. As soon as they click on that link to see the buy page for Academy, and this is important, guys, because this is going to actually apply to all you guys too if you don't have Academy. The minute you click on that link, once you're done going through the launch funnel, once you're done going through AWN Success Class, you're on the last day, and you click on that link to go buy it for $4.99, you have 24 hours. If you do not buy it within those 24 hours, then you will not be able to buy it again for that price. It's going to double in price, and it's going to be $9.98. So the price is going up. Now, I'm not doing that to scare you guys into buying it right now. Like, it's just a fact. It's just what we're doing. I'm letting you know what we're doing because you guys are going to benefit from this marketing message and these changes that we're making. You're going to see a lot more Academy sales coming through. And because, like, some people have noticed and said this, like, when we're coding this, it's not like a cookie where it cookies your page, and then when you come back, it's like the page is gone and you can't buy it. It's a different price. And then if you go delete your cookies and clear your cache, now you can go buy and back and buy it for the same price. It's not. It doesn't work like that. It's coded into the database. So the minute, because at that point they're a customer, so the database recognizes them, and it knows it's like, hey, this person has 24 hours to see this page. If they do not buy this, because it's just code, it's just the computer knowing it knows exactly. It follows those numbers exactly. It doesn't know any better. So the computer knows it's like, hey, they have 24 hours. Once that hits 0, that page is gone. You can't access it anymore because it's in the database. So then it goes and it checks. It's like, hey, did this person see this page? Yes, they did. So now they can't see it. Now it's this price. It's just if then that. If this.
It's real scarcity. It's not this fake bullshit that you see everyone else promoting. Like we have legitimate scarcity inside the system. Okay, and we do that just because. Here's the thing. We don't do that we don't do it just for fun. We do it to get people off their ass and to actually do something. Because people like to watch videos. Oh, that's cool, you know. But if we don't put actual scarcity in there, and timers and stuff like that, you're not going to get anyone to move. And you guys can't build a business if we're not selling stuff for you. So, it's to get people to get moving and to take action, because that's what it takes to get your business going. So it's kind of a lesson, and also it's just to help you guys, make more sales.
Yeah, so you guys are going to make more sales up front. People are going to take that offer because, I mean, you guys are all going to be able to go through the success class. You're going to see how we do the launch phase, how the pre-sale and all the content, how people get excited. When they by the last day, they're going to see that offer. If they're on that last day watching, if they watched every single video throughout this and they made it through this process and they got to that point, it's very likely that they will buy. And if they don't, hey, they don't, and it's going to be $1,000. If they hang out in the community, they're getting value. They're like, oh my gosh, I want Academy. Well, guess what? They're going to have to buy it for $9.98. And guess what? You guys are going to get 50% of that. Yeah,
if you're qualified.
Yeah.
So another thing too, guys, we're I don't know if you saw in the emails I sent, but if you guys take out your phone and you text the word AWN to the number 555-888, you'll be able to jump on our SMS campaign where we're going to be sending out text messages about updates, about spur-of-the-moment trainings if we're doing something like this. We might even just send out a quick tip in the text so that when you open it, like, hey, check this out. Like, do this, this, and this, and you'll be good, right? Fun stuff. It's nothing. It's just for AW members.
Yeah, or be the first to be notified when we flip the switch.
Yeah, it's gonna go through like that to notify you guys, like, hey, we're flipping it. That way, because everyone's on their phone, so when you get notified on your phone, not everyone checks their email right away, right? Or they get that notification. Everyone gets text messages. So just to make sure you guys are on the same page as us and you don't get left behind, you want to be on that list. And to do that, all you have to do is text the word AWN to the number 555-888. Okay? That's 3 5s and 3 8s. If you screw it up, I'm sorry. I can't help you. I've done all I can.
Yeah, and that reminded me, Tim, actually, that's another cool thing that we're adding on the back end for the AWN Success class. There's going to be an SMS campaign for Success class. So then to opt in, there's going to be their name, email, and phone number. So throughout the funnel, every day the next piece of content is released, they'll get an email and a text message saying, hey, check your email. The new video is just released. Go check it out. So like Tim said, not everybody checks their emails or they put in bogus emails, but everybody checks their text messages, right? Text messages, like SMS, is where it's at, where it's going, or it's already there pretty much. People, the open rates for text messages are over 90%. It's crazy. Average open rates for email, if you are really good and you have a responsive list, there's probably around 10%. Okay, so that you guys are going to benefit from that as well because we're building that in. So we're doing all this for you. You guys are benefiting from all this back end action. What Tim and I do best is basically market and sell people. So it's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah. So yeah, that's all we got for you guys. One more time, if you want to jump on the phone list, text the word AWN to the number 555-888. Again, if you screw that up, I don't know. I can't. I'm done.
As a guy got a question, Alfred Summer Wang has asked in the chat, is it possible to receive text here in the Philippines?
They should be able to, yeah. There should be, Mike, you know more about this SMS stuff.
Basically, their standard rates apply, so whatever your carrier charges you, so I don't know if they get charged for incoming text, like in the U.S., it's just unlimited text. A lot of places are unlimited text, so it just depends on what service they have, where they're at.
Cool.
Yeah, so... we're not gonna be texting you like a 16-year-old girl who's about to go on a hot date. We're gonna be just giving you updates and stuff, So don't worry about your phone bill blowing up.
Yeah. So that's the gist of it, guys. It's really awesome. We're definitely excited. Obviously, so now you guys understand why your guys' income's gonna literally double overnight without you doing everything. You potentially 10x it now with the new back end and everything. So the most
all you have to do is pay the $20 a month to receive those commissions, and it's gonna be good,
guys. Sheila's asking in the group there about if you're if you're already a member, for example, you've bought the front end product, we're in there. Our existing members going to need to start paying the $20 a month for the front end stuff to be able to obviously earn those front end commissions?
Yes. That was the one thing that we try to work around as far as existing members. But the reality is you can still, like I said, you can still log in and see your content, right? That you've purchased, let's say you're a core member and an underground member, you can still get in there. It's just a front end, like I said, it's for the community, the affiliate dashboard, the fundamentals, and Angle of Attack blueprint. We're raising the price on it, and in order for us to make this transition seamless, just get in there. Like I said, we're going to give you some time to get everything kind of in place, and then when we flip the switch, it's going to be $20 on the front end. In order for us to keep this thing running and growing the way it's going, it's actually, it's going to benefit you guys so that we can keep updating everything on the front end while that income's coming in, so that we can keep coding and making updates and making it run a lot smoother for you guys and everything like that. So,
one of the things that I'm sure nobody knew, for right now, the $7 price point, we're paying out $5.
We're losing money on the front end.
We're losing money because we're paying merchant fees on the money, then we still pay you guys $5, and then by the time we factor in support and refunds, we're losing money on every sale. So
so if someone's actually bought someone's maybe bought all the products right now, obviously getting the value from the products, but they want to now resell those products as an affiliate. So how is that going to work in terms of actually saying, okay, I'm positioned now to sell those products as an affiliate? Will it be? It'll be $20 a month?
Yeah.
$20 a month. Yeah.
For the front end fee plus anything else, or?
No, that's it.
Yeah, it's just $20 a month, and that's going to give you the front end commission, right? The affiliate dashboard and the community. So yeah, I know some people have their links saved and like I'm just gonna like you can still promote if you already have your links saved because your links won't go anywhere. But in order to access your actual affiliate dashboard, because we're going to be changing, we're going to be adding new sales pages and opt-in pages and stuff like that, and probably be tweaking the stats page and everything like that. So if you want to get in there and look at your stats, look at your downline or your your network, my network page, to look at that, all that stuff. It's going to be $20 a month for that part of it too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So.
and it's funny. Like, again, I'm just letting you guys know. Position yourselves now. I mean, it's worth it. I kind of skim over sales and I see stuff that's coming in. I see a lot of people that don't have, people that are promoting it and that don't have like underground. They won't have academy, and I see sales coming straight to us because they don't have the, they don't own the product, and it's like, sell people even right now through the funnel the way it is. People are buying all the products. So now once we flip the switch and we make these changes, it's going to be game over. It's going to be a huge influx. And so that's why. So now you guys might understand why we were talking about customer lifetime value and how these changes are actually going to increase the customer lifetime value for everybody. You're getting higher commissions on the front, right? And then higher conversions throughout the rest of the funnel, and then with the focus on selling the highest ticket item, which is underground, which is going to be, they could pick it up for $4.99 or $9.98 later. So I mean, you guys,
Academy.
I've got a cut in here guys, as well. Just quickly there, it's like the whole thing of, I've I've been there. I mean, Tim, you know that me and Mark have not been online that long. It's been what 2 years or so, and we've come from the point of being completely broken. Actually, getting into stuff like that, and every time someone said, "Oh, but you got to pay to kind of position yourself," and we've been there where we've passed up those sales, and just exactly what Mike just said. It's like people are going to buy whether you're positioned or not, and the thing that's kind of revolutionized things for me over the last, I would say probably 6-9 months, is just understanding that people are going to buy whether you are positioned or not. And if you, when you're thinking about, oh, do I position myself? It's, that's a lot of money, man. I was like, no way am I spending this amount of money to position myself. It's like, why would I do that? But if you are obviously if you're following the training and getting traffic and putting people through your funnel, why would you not position yourself? Because otherwise you will miss out on those commissions. For me, it was like it was a kind of whack in the side of the head, where it was like no longer, seeing it as an expense, but seeing it as an essential investment to actually do that. You would not go out and set up a shop if you only had one product that only paid you $10. You would need to have a product mix that would allow you to actually build up. So some people may only want to buy the $10 product from you. Some people want to buy the $50 product. Some people might want to buy the higher end products. But if you're only setting up a shop that sells one thing, and I don't know, that for me, like I say, I was, I'm not a big kind of, I've not been doing this that long. It's been a couple of years, but it was, and I've always been there like, oh, I can't afford that, man. It's too expensive. But once you kind of flip your mind to think of things like this as not an expense, but a door that you're opening, that made so much difference, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
absolutely. It's like Starbucks, dude. Like Starbucks, if you think about Starbucks in the way that, look, people come in, they can either get a free water, they can get a scone, right? Or they can get, right?
Scone.
Call it, right?
You mean scone?
Scone, All right. They can get some bread. So they can get a free water. They can get like a coffee, right, or an iced coffee. I just made Steve lose his shit. So they, but a lot of people don't know that Starbucks also sells $2,500 espresso machine, right? That's their funnel. They get a bunch of people in the front end knowing that there's going to be someone who's going to buy that damn espresso machine for $2,500, right? So that's the way you got to look at your business too. Like Starbucks knows what they're doing. They know that there's a percentage of people. It's 20-80 rule, right? So if you guys ever read that book, you guys need to read that book, 80-20 Sales and Marketing by Perry Marshall. Holy crap, it's going to open your mind to what we're talking about right now. This isn't about getting more sales or getting people convinced that they need to buy the more expensive stuff in our course. This is about like understanding, look, there's a percentage of people that are going to come through that front door who are going to buy this back-end product. And if you're not positioned as an affiliate to sell that product, you're going to miss the commission. That's just how it works, right? If you want to miss it, that's fine. If you want to go out and build your own system, know that when you're building your own system, have a back end and just know that there's a percentage of people coming through that front door that's going to buy that thing. Make sense? Just like Steve
might not
said,
be everybody. It'll be a small percentage, but that kind of small percentage is that's make
your profit.
Yeah.
You know
when you
what
make that,
I heard an interesting statistic. I don't know who I was talking to. It might have been Brandon or you, Tim. We're talking about Starbucks, and do you know what, on average, what their customer lifetime value is?
No.
No.
I don't even want to know.
It's something like ridiculous, like you wouldn't even think of, because like most people think, oh, $5 a drink, I don't. No, they pay like, I don't know, they pay some like ungodly number to get people through the door to buy a coffee, to acquire new customers.
It's like McDonald's is the same way. They lose on the first transaction, right? Starbucks loses their ass on that first transaction. The first time you go to Starbucks, that very first time, the amount of money that they took in advertising to get you to do that action was just unfathomable. But like Mike is about to say, the customer lifetime value is going to pay them back thousands of times, I'm sure.
Right. Yeah. Because they're all
what
like,
is it?
I forgot the exact number. I have to look it up, but it's something stupid. It's like $800 or something like that. I don't know.
You don't leave me hanging like that, man.
Turn in next week.
Tune in next week for the customer lifetime value of Starbucks Guild.
Yeah, I don't know. It's something crazy. Yeah.
All right, guys. This is getting a little weird, so we're gonna cut it. It's just, I mean, we could be on here for 5 hours and just getting really weird. Steve will probably have his shirt off.
Burger King.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, look out for those updates. Text AWN to 555-888 if you want to get on that list. And we'll be in the Facebook group. We're going to be making some new stuff in the system. We're going to be flipping that switch here soon. And that's all I got for you. Steve, you got anything?
Let me come off. I thought I was on mute. Yeah, no, I mean, guys, that was awesome. Yeah, like you said, this could get weird, so we could go on for hours and hours and just get into some crazy shit, but it's not. What can I say?
Indeed, if I can just jump in, just the last thing I want to kind of say, sorry, Steve. I don't come across as pitching towards the end, but if I was watching this, me personally, that would be one of the things that's stuck in my mind is, as these guys said, when your leads are going to be coming through your funnel when this is all up and running and live, and the first time they click that link in Academy, the clock is counting down before it kind of doubles in price. So you want to kind of bear that in mind, and now would be a great time to jump on board with Academy. As would be my final thought. I think I've said on many hangouts over a period of what seems like years now how my passion towards automated wealth networks. I feel no need to say.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are going to be piggybacking off
again, it's a great
all the
system,
years
and
and
anyone who's
all
not
the years and
on it
all the
now.
stuff that Tim and I had to go through and learn and perfect. I mean, you guys could just jump on and piggyback on what we're doing. I mean, piggybacking, like, you guys didn't have to lift a finger to set up this pre-launch funnel, to worry about the follow-up and SMS campaigns and how to pre-frame them correctly and how to structure the offer and do, you know, everything. You guys are getting all, and you get 50% commissions. I mean, it's a no-brainer, you know? It's pretty crazy.
Yeah,
Tim,
guys.
what's on your shirt? What's your shirt say? Oh no. I can't see you say
Odo?
something. I think it locked in on.
Odo. This is Odo. Over deliver on
Odo.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
So
parting comments. I'm going to shoot in a second because I've got to. The wife's calling me, but I think, I guess if anyone's watching this, probably either thinking about joining AWN or is already in AWN and kind of in there for the training, and that's awesome. Or in there for the training and the whole affiliate side of it, and you know, for anyone who's in it, you know, just really to get the value and kind of use the information there to promote stuff. You know, other businesses, affiliate offers, CPA offers, whatever. That, I mean, that's, you know, that's awesome. So I think that this, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Tim and Mike, but I think this whole thing about the new sort of launch is going to be really for the guys that are out there promoting AWN as a platform. And you know, if anyone out there is looking to promote AWN as a platform, as an affiliate, then, like we said, you want to really position yourself so that you can, you know, make the most out of it. People will come through your funnel. It's going to convert like crazy, and you know, if you're driving traffic to it,
One
it's
of the
deciding.
things, well, guys. Sorry, go on, Steve. Sorry, I thought you were finished.
It's about deciding how much you want to make out of each of those leads. So, you know, you can be positioned to earn, you know, $10 off the front end, or $10 a month off the front end, or you can be positioned to earn off all the other, you know, stuff on the back end as well. But I just wanted to put this as a parting comment because, like I said, I've got to shoot off. At the end of the day, for me, Automated Wealth Network is one of the best training platforms out there, even if you're not promoting it, just to get in there and dig your teeth in and learn the stuff there. There's not many people out there that will actually teach this sort of stuff and charge so little for it, to be honest. Sorry, Tim and Mike, you know, you should probably charging a lot more. But the stuff
we
that
have plans for this. This is all on purpose. Okay.
yeah. Sorry, I should have just shut up there. Well, I guess you got your
All
plans
good.
anyway. Yeah, I'm
I
saying
just wanted to kind of jump in as well, guys, and just kind of give our brief update as well. For guys who are in our group, and I know there's a lot of Facebook groups watching this, but obviously me and Steve have our own system and funnel, and we're making changes at the minute. And just to give you kind of a vague update, obviously Automated Wealth Network is going to be always included in our funnel, and we are making big changes to our strategy. It's going to be improvised. You know, it's a very similar strategy to what we've got going at the minute. So stay tuned for updates in our Facebook group as to how it's all going to gel together. And it's not just going to be a kind of, this is a funnel, these are the systems involved, set yourselves away. It's going to be part of the strategy, as we've always said in terms of our funnel. It's a strategy first and a sales funnel second. I'm starting to call it a strategy funnel. I'm trying to get that to you know, go viral sort of thing. So start calling our system a strategy funnel. So just stay tuned for our updates, and I'm gonna be working hard to try and incorporate it into the strategy as much as possible. That is for sure my leaving comment. I'm actually going to say see you later now, guys, because I've got to go and put the kids to bed. It's been almost 2 hours. So it's been a pleasure, and I will see you guys next time.
All right,
you, dude.
Mark. Take care. Have a good night.
All right, guys.
All right. Anything, Mike? You good?
No, man, I'm good. You know, hopefully, you know, the people that made it on here and saw this live, good job. I know there's a lot of people that haven't seen this yet, but there'll be a recording. So if you're watching this on the recording, you know, congratulations as well. But keep in mind that we are, you know, working feverishly to get this done, and it will happen soon. So don't get lazy, and don't you know, keep your eyes and ears open, and definitely if you can get on our SMS campaign, that'll be the best way that you'll be the first to know, I guess, because we all know emails, and even though, like, you know, you have a good autoresponder with a good reputable company, not all your broadcasts are going to get in people's inboxes. They're going to get lost. People are not going to see the email. So there's a chance I could send out an email, you might not see it, but you are really likely to receive the text message. So just text AWN to 555-888, and you'll be kept in the loop. Yeah, we're really excited, guys. So that's all I got, Tim. So.
All right, cool. I'm going to hit the self-destruct button, a.k.a. stop broadcast, in a couple seconds. So thank you guys for hanging out with us for 2 hours. I know it got a little weird there for a second, but I hope you guys got some value out of this. Even if you're not a member, or I don't know why you'd be here if you're not, but if you're watching this, you're not a member, hopefully you got some value out of this to go grow your business. If you do want to join AWN, just go to automatedwealthnetwork.com, check it out, always be out there teaching. Like I said, over-deliver on everything, and we'll talk to you guys later.
See ya.
Peace.